Hey, what's up guys, DiplexHeated here again. Welcome back to Minowar Soul Squad 2. We're playing Red Rising, but more importantly, we are here back in the wastelands of old former Russia. That's right, little do we know about the rest of Europe, because we're only really basing this off this here. I mean, the internet's pretty much gone, and telephone communication, sure it works, mainly landlines, satellites. Probably lost control of satellites ages ago, as most, major control centers and anything that really had to do with big military compounds and stuff like that was destroyed. So, I thought before we start today's scenario, I would talk about the previous video. A lot of you guys really seem to enjoy it. I think we've got a couple of New Order fans out there. I'm personally more of a trade union guy. They're in it for the money. They really are. And they would probably screw people over. But in general, I think they've got some morals left behind, though, even though it's hard to find them out here in the wasteland. Followers of Yermak, absolutely insane. Many people compare them to ISIS, and I probably kind of would. The people who live in their cities are, scared shitless of ever saying anything against them. But I think many people who live in New Order settlements would say the same. They're kind of trying to establish a state based on the insane ideals and stuff. So there's many comparisons there that we made. And of course, we also have the Novgorod Republic. They're pretty good. They're good guys. They need a little more. I think they need to sharpen up a bit. They're very afraid of conflicts. They really want to, keep out of everyone's business. But if I think they set their foot down against people like the followers of Yermak, then they would probably gain more people's trust, because a lot of people think they do too little. There's ups and downs to it. So anyway, in the previous video, I explained that it's been a year now since the Third World War ended. World War III, rather said. And the reason why all of this is only after a year is because actually it's a year ago. Yeah, it's a year ago since it ended, and it almost started a year ago as well. It started like a year and a month ago. It only really went on for a couple of days. Like the nukes were fired during the first day of contact, and they all pretty much landed obviously at the same within 24 hours, and it caused insane amounts of destructions all over the world. Major cities completely wiped out. I think the global population went down by a good 75%. So everything is a lot more scarce. But the smaller cities and more rural areas kind of made it out. I mean, obviously, the reason why the war didn't last so long on the ground is because people kind of stopped caring about it as governments were destroyed and as major cities were demolished. And flattened to the ground. People kind of lost the fighting spirit. Like, what the hell? This is insane. We went into a World War III because our politicians did so, and it's absolutely insanity. Let's drop our arms. So the war kind of just ran out in the sand, really, after massive destruction, and that's where we are now, 1 year later after the war ended. And this video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be stepping away from the four factions. We're going to be coming back to them in detail in the next video. This time we're going to be telling some stories from the Wasteland. Basically, looking at some characters that we'll probably never see again. Because they might be dead or not. They'll probably not even be around because people are constantly on the move. It's hard to find a place where you want to settle. And we're just going to be looking at how a night in the Wasteland could look. This is still in the Novgorod region, where we've been previously. This is just actually probably just an hour's drive away from where we were with that collapsed tunnel. So without further ado, let's click start, and we're going to be looking at a couple of scenarios here that I think you guys will find pretty interesting. And we're also going to be doing some fighting. So I got a couple of stories here, a lot of smaller stories to this fight here that you guys will probably enjoy. So without further ado, let's click start, and let's see what we've got to see this night. It's 2 o'clock. And that looks like a car that belongs to the followers of Yermak. Very correct. So they are present here. Where are they going? Ah. Interesting. Okay, they're gonna go out and I guess spend the night here with a small gang from the cult. Interesting, interesting. Let's leave him to it. I think they've got a few things to chat about. How many innocent civilians they've killed today? Absolutely horrible. So there are still some civilians in this town, I presume. Oh, look at this. I think we found a scavenger. That's right, we've got ourselves a scavenger. Because he's going from building to see what he can find. I wish him all the luck. And over here, we've got another 2 wanderers. Not sure if they're bandits or not. They could be, they very well could be. Bandits usually cover their face. What's going on up here? These men look suspicious. I think they saw the fire. Oh! 3 unsuspecting Wastelanders are gonna have a rough night. I believe we're gonna see an exchange of fire here. Interesting. See what comes out of it. Oh! That man was blown away by that sawed-off shotgun. This poor man here seems to be unarmed. I picked up his friend's gun. This man, he was wounded, he was shot, but he's back on his feet. I spotted a man walking across the river there. He didn't seem to be bothered by this ongoing firefight. Simply could not care. I want to see how this one evolves. It's far from over. Oh! Man's trying to run away. He's taking a lot of shots, but they're hitting his equipment. May have saved his life. He's going to return fire. Ah! But he's going to take a bullet to the chest. And the 2 bandits were successful. Could have gone worse. It really could. Who's this man? I'm interested in this man's story. Who are you? Definitely of age. He's been around. Looks to be equipped with a silenced sniper rifle. And he seems to be really geared for the radiation and everything. He's got a radio. Bet he can't use that a lot. Probably some short-length communication. And he's got a gas mask on him as well. That's good. There's a fireplace up here. He might be thinking, hey, can I find shelter over the night? Find some friendly settlers? There's no one here. I bet he's gonna find that suspicious. Oh! Shot down. He was ambushed and killed. Bastards. Where's the love and humanity? It's gone. It's all gone. Oh, look. Someone doesn't care about getting a little bit wet. Ha! Where is he going? Into town? Who's this? Huh. Doesn't look like the friendliest type. Definitely a scavenger. Armed to the teeth, it seems. Well protected, too. I doubt this man is going to be taking any chances. If he sees him, he'll shoot him. Most people don't stay out at night, and if there are people out at night wandering about, they're probably not up to any good. Oh, here's our dear friend Scavenger again. Or one of these scavengers, mainly. Obviously brave enough to set his foot outdoors during the night. Once again, the night belongs to the evil, people say. Far many more people die during the night than days here, unless you've got big confrontations. He's gonna go in for it. He's taking fire. And he immediately knows he's in a worse situation. He's pulling back. Ah, and he's shot down. Bandits, bandits, bandits. Far too many times they have their way. He's back on his feet, he's back on his feet. But only to be shot down again. Well, luck was not with him this night. Sometimes you wonder how the bandits can get away with such things. A man is dead outside the building. Oh, I wonder how he died. Must have been shot and killed by someone nearby. Could have been this man. He's got a sniper rifle, and I believe he killed another Wastelander around here. Can't seem to find his body, but I guess he's gonna go check it out. Here he is, here he is. Ah, it was his partner. This man has killed 2 people without blinking this night. I wonder how many other people have died because of this man previously. Absolutely disgusting. I see another fire back here. Ah, mercenaries. No doubt about it. Mercenaries, they're mostly pretty friendly. They, as long as you don't get in their way, you're not gonna have an issue. More gunfire can be heard from the city. Ah, another Wastelander unsuspectedly gunned down. Absolutely horrible. Well, once again, these mercenaries aren't gonna put their lives at risk for save of some fucking Wastelander. Nah, these guys have got more important things to do. Who knows? They could be here on anyone's payroll. As long as they pay. As long as they pay. Lone citizen trying to avoid the night. I think the attention has been... Oh, yes. Cultists. Cultists on the move. They've heard about this. While they enjoy chaos, they're not going to let people unsuspectingly get away with shooting people up. That's their job. And especially if someone's been shooting someone up, they're going to want a piece of that pie. Scouting the area around. These Yermak boys, they think they own this place. Many could argue they do. They certainly are too strong for everyone else's good. We saw something back here. Oh, it's a death squad. What's a death squad, you ask me? Well, a death squad is usually what the New Order sends out, generally in small numbers to try and stay sort of unnoticed. You see, sometimes it's easier to kill the people in an area and then populate it with people already loyal to you than to simply come in and try and talk them into agreeing. The New Order has high taxes. They really do. They really do. And not everyone's willing to pay those. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Well, they're going to be heading into town. Scouting this area out and see what they can find. Interesting. The Yermak boys over here, though. They're getting themselves into some trouble with those mercenaries. Mercenaries know that the Yermak boys, they're killing everything. It doesn't matter how well equipped you are or what cause you fight for, whether it's the New Orders or the trade unions or none at all. Even if you'd gladly attack the trade union and the New Order, Yermak boys want you dead unless you're wearing their collars. That's how it is. That's how absolutely insane they are, and they're gonna engage these mercenaries. I'm eagerly gonna watch how this fight is gonna go down. This is going to be exciting. Mercenaries are holding out in this building. They've got their perimeter checked. They're good fighters, definitely. One could say that the absolute craziness behind the Yermak boys could go in their favor. Sometimes being careless will get you further than you think. Got another firefight erupting in this part of the city over here. Part of the death squad's been engaging a Yermak, a lone Yermak soldier. He might be the first victim of the death squad as they're spreading out through the town. Very interesting to see how these two small battles will develop. I am going to, once we're done with this, well, we'll let them stay at it. If I notice any major movements on the map, I'll want to see this. Yeah, that Yermak boy was shot down. Oh, he's alive. He's hit. And now finished off. Good job, good job. I can't help to enjoy the fact that the New Order sometimes when they go in to kill everything, they simply kill the right things. Well, bandits up here don't seem to be too faced with what's happened. Oh, they've been joined. Did they know them, or perhaps they saw a likeness in each other? Bandits can usually get fairly along well with other bandits. Well, they're gonna get out of here. There's no point in staying here now. But before they leave, they're gonna want to head down to the town and see what they can find. So, let's let them. Let's have them drive down. See what they can do. Firefight's still going on here. All mercenaries still alive, and I believe none of the Yermaks have been killed either. I'm gonna take quick control of the civilian back here that's been watching this battle from afar. He's too curious to sit by and watch. He wants to get closer. He wants to get closer. Now, that might be risky. But he wants to get closer. Bus has arrived in town. The bandits that we saw from above. They've stopped. They don't want to continue going. They're not sure if this is safe. And I believe they spotted some of the death squad boys back behind this building, as we can see. They're right in here. And they must have heard the firefight that's going on the right side here. Yermak soldier was shot down. Oh, another one was finished off. These mercs don't fuck around. They don't. They absolutely do not. They've got all three alive as well. They seem to be going back to their business. Perhaps they think they killed them all. We'll do a quick casualty look here. Now we'll do that afterwards. I like the excitement of not quite knowing. This citizen, not sure what his name is. He's a little too gutsy for his own good. Hopefully the mercenaries will see his helplessness and absolute, incapacity of doing anyone any harm and spare him. But I don't think the Yermak people will look at it the same way. Perhaps he's trying to find himself some gear. Perhaps even a gun. Well, I've got a person down back here. You might have something worth checking out. We'll run back there and look. Actually, wait. Might be more things around over here. Ah, nice. He spotted a body back here. That's worth getting to. Looks like a wounded Yermak soldier just running back. It's an FAL. He'll pick it up. Absolutely. Did he hear something? That Yermak soldier's just legging it. And he got away for somehow. Not too cautious about checking his surroundings. Oh! Gunned down. In the open. Well, they caught him off guard. The men from the bus have jumped out. Bandits. This guy knows it. Or does he? He's gonna shout. Try and get their attention. He's up again. That double-barrel shotgun needs checking. I'm not sure if they're firing screws and bolts at him. But it seems to just knock him out. He's still alive, but obviously quite wounded. And he's going to be running into the to the jaws of the death squad that's currently held up back there. I'm not sure this Yermak soldier is going to have a good time. But I can't say the same for the... Oh, he's engaging. Heavy caliber rounds being shot now. This scavenger might be a little smarter than we thought. He's going to give these bandits a run for their money. He definitely is. Well, poor Yermak soul was lost. Not going to bother saying poor, though. That's what he deserves. Well, this team knows that it's time to continue into the city. And that's what they are going to do. Let's see how this fight over here develops. Nah. Well, the mercs thought we better get out of here. We've overstayed our visit. Whoa! Unsuspecting company for both of these parties, the scavenger and the bandits. They told the man, stay in the bus, we'll run out and check out the situation. You better get out now. He might be troublesome to the new order, though. He's ex-military, definitely. Judging by his uniform, gear, probably kept it. One could think he's been a sniper in the Russian army, or perhaps some special force around here. He could be from Poland, too, essentially. We don't know. We really do not. But he's not sure he's enjoying the fact that these guys are having their way. He's going to try and go for a shot. Not a kill shot. Not a kill shot. Probably worth running away. Well. Mercs. We better get out. Oh. That's an unfriendly face. And they got him. Car's going to come back to pick them up, of course. Let's just get the hell out of here. We'll gather by the, we'll set up camp by the good old, dam. But yet, they've not quite gone through their test yet. This man. Ambusher. robber, and philanthropist, one could say. He's done himself a good job over here, taking out this poor man. He thinks we obviously have to wait out some time, make sure the coast is clear. He was alone. Good, nice sniper rifle, pistol, all good stuff. We can't stay here. He knows that it's usually empty and safe, and if he's lucky, the people who are at the dam aren't going to take him for a bandit. Question is though, not sure how well that's going to work out. He's going to try and get over and assess the situation. Mercenaries, if they see another armed man, especially like that, armed to the teeth, they're probably going to take the safe bet before the unsafe. Especially if he's traveling alone. Who knows? Probably kill everyone he's come across. Made no friends. Okay. Well, we'll put you, Marco, on surveillance. The rest of us will try and get some sleep. Excellent. He's on lookout. This man has definitely seen them. Oh yes, definitely. Oh! Silenced shot took him down. These other two mercenaries are unsuspecting. They didn't even hear it. Is he gonna have his... He's gonna try it? He's gonna move up? He knows there are two of them. They didn't even hear it. They're sleeping. But they might get easily awoken. You never know. He's gonna try and move up. Oh! Got them both! Mercenaries were completely taken off guard here. They who did so well against the followers of Yermak. This man here. This man here. He knows. He just does. And that, my friend, concludes tonight's stories from the Wasteland. Good on you, mate. Good on you, mate. He's going to keep that jeep and he's going to ride away. He can conclude that this has been a good night. Over here, the boys from the New Order can also conclude that this has been a good night. They have killed a lot of people, and the town has kind of cleared it itself, in a way. They didn't have to do much in order to achieve this goal. You could say a few things about that, but they're going to be moving in. Kill team's done well. Let's look at some of the casualties around here. See that this poor man was shot down over there. We've got another, what I believe is another followers of Yermak. Bunch of scavengers. But the followers of Yermak took the biggest loss today, definitely. Simply going up against mercenaries teamed up with civilians and scavengers can sometimes be fairly bad. And Karma got around to these guys. Karma really got around to these guys. They were shot down and killed by the New Order and the civilians in this town. But in the end, it was the lone wolf, the smart one. He was watching this fight. He wasn't getting involved. He watched it, came in, and did his job. And ultimately, his silenced weapon gave him a clear victory in this case. Took that man out without being noticed and shot these men as they were barely waking up. Horrible night, but that is just a night in the Wasteland here in the Novgorod region. See you guys in the next video. Bye.